Shalom, 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 Israel. Giving no praise to Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim B'chakadash. That we're honest to the Apostle GMS, who will salutations to Akim out there, pushing his word and truth and sincerity, risking your freedom in your life to do so. More so now than any other time in history. All right? See, one thing you got to understand, man, once you tell the truth in a world full of lies, you will be considered evil, wicked, and ultimately, people will want you done harm. All right, so this has kind of made the news as of February 5th, which is today, about a BBC staffer who called Jewish people Nazis and parasites, funded Holocaust, gets fired. All right, and I gotta speak in code and terms because I don't want my channel flagged. But you gotta understand, man. Although certain things may be the truth, you can't say it outwardly. And it's a reason why, the elders, the apostles, the wise men say keep our social life and the truth completely separate. And who else also said that? Yahweh Shah. Let's get an example. This is Matthew 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Now, what does it mean I send you forth as sheep? Because, sheep doesn't have power. Sheep is harmless. But we're the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And he sends us forth not like a military might. All we do is push the word and tell the truth. But as a sheep, you're harmless, so you don't have no defense or no real power. You got to be careful amongst the wolves, and it's going to further expound. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So you're supposed to be as wise as a serpent. Now, what is the characteristics of a serpent? I did some research. Why are snakes said to be wise? Serpents will assess a situation and identify places of shelter so they can settle into a new environment. Right. So when we go out there and push the word, that's mandatory. We got to push the word. But we know that we need work to survive. We don't go to work talking to our coworkers about the truth. We don't even mention it. All right. That's not a wise thing to do. Why? Because these people are wolves, and the truth will offend people in a world full of lies. So when you're out in your day-to-day, man, it's best to keep it, simple. Don't do too much. Don't say too much. You know what I mean? When we go out on the highways and byways, we say what we gotta say. When we go on video, we say what we had to say. Don't be posting things on Facebook or your Instagram concerning the truth. Anything that can link back to you, your personal account, all right? Don't be sharing things and linking it to your personal account, because that's just not wise. You might got a job, good, decent job. You need that job to survive. And next thing you know, you say some shit and you end up on the BBC. You end up on multiple news networks calling you the evil Satan, worse than Hitler. You know what I mean? Keep that stuff separate. Even to what we say has to be filtered and edited, because we're sheep. We don't have power to dictate the course of action. So it says they can find hiding places to protect themselves from attack. They also observe where to find the easiest prey. So you got to understand how to make decisions in a wise and prudent manner. All right. So it says because you never know who's watching. And this lady here, said what she said and ended up getting fired from the BBC. Now it's making all type of news networks, man. You're going to be, the days of persecution is coming. So you got to kind of move stealth. So it says senior, so she is a high position, BBC employee who penned a series of anti-Semitic Facebook post that included calling Ish people Nazi apartheid parasites who funded Hay. Ola Oaks has been sacked, the news outlet said. Don Cuever, a senior scheduling coordinator and media strategy planner at BBC Three, peddled troubling anti-Semitic conspiracy theories on social media for several months until she left the company Sunday after being sacked, according to the British Broadcasting Corporation. Cuever's post, which also attacked white people, deeming them a virus, were shared with her employer last week as calls grew for her removal from the organization. See, so she might have had people that she worked with, reporting her, and it might happen to you. You might have a job. It happens to me briefly, like my situation, man. Where we can't. Some of the people I work with see me. You know what I mean? And it's all through the spirit how it's gonna play out. But when I'm at my job, it's all smiles. Hey, good morning. How you doing? You talk to the people, regular people, man. You gotta kind of like, as a snake would, blend in with the grass. That way you're not posed as a threat. Assimilate. You know what I mean? Be a part of the world, but not of the world. See what I'm saying? That's what a snake would do. Know when to blend in with his environment to protect himself. You gotta be wise as a serpent, like Yahweh Shah said. It said, which confirmed her exit to the Telegraph on Monday. Right, so she ended up leaving because people end up finding her, and wanted her gone. So she left. So this thing is about when you come out there, you might be eager and you might be real vexed because you find out the truth. You still gotta be wise, man. Do your day-to-day life. Somebody say Merry Christmas, man. Don't you at the job? Don't come out there, mouth effer. You know what I'm saying? Hell with Christmas. You know what that means? Or this and that. You know what Thanksgiving is. Nah, man. Keep it PC. Hey, man. Same to you. All right. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, sure. Same to you. No problem. You gotta be as normal as possible. You see what I'm saying? So it says, the individual concerned is no longer employed by the BBC. A BBC rep said in a statement. So they had a whole bunch of phone calls to get her removed from different people. And the days of persecution is coming, man. You gotta expect stuff like this, because eventually people will find out what you're a part of. It says the BBC added in its own story about Cuever that it takes appropriate disciplinary actions whenever necessary. The unsettling social media post made by Cuever, whose since deleted profile appeared under the name Don Las Cuevas Allen, go back nearly a decade, according to a screenshot shared by Deadline, was first reported the situation. The BBC added in its own story about Cuever that it takes appropriate disciplinary action whenever necessary. And this is one of her posts. It says, subcontinental European Caucasian invader colonizes species with zero indigenous / blood on their maternal or paternal side, just a bunch of thieving squatters from a landmass north of, and it says, she she pretty much was going in. You know what I'm saying? It says, to be Ish is to practice a religion loosely based on Hebraic faith. To be Ish has zero to do with ethnicity, which is true. But see, when you post this to your media websites, and like you might got a personal Instagram, you might got a Facebook. The wisest thing to do is to leave that completely separate, because you don't know who's watching. You might got people that you work with watch you, low key, and next thing you know, they got offended by something you said, and they cause you to lose your job. might be making 60, 70, 80. I don't care how much you're making. You need money to survive. So these things you gotta be wise, man. And it says, which is true, a Japhite cannot be a Shemite. They descend from different bloodlines. Well, she looked like she know the truth, according to what she's saying. Ashkenaz is great grandson of Japheth, not Shem. A Japheth, those who say they are U, but are the synagogue of Satan, shall dwell in the tents of Shem. So, obviously we do got jobs, man, so you shouldn't be at your job spewing this, man, or on your Instagram or nothing like that. Anything where they can find you, you shouldn't be posting stuff like that, man, because trust me, they trying to sack everybody that they can. They can link you to this list, this. You got your YouTube channel on your Instagram. They're going to sack you, man. It's like I want to see the time now. I won't make it too long. And one went clever called Ish people Nazi apartheid parasites and accused them of the funding a Holocaust. She also, and I got to speak in terms because I don't want to get my channel fined or whatever, taken down. But it said she also referred to Israel as Israel in a 2014 post and made several other updates criticizing Israel and Zionism. The Zionist genocidal land squatting so-called irrespective of the fact that the UKKK and America KKK gave away land that they had no God-given right to, or people who had no God-given right to. Whoever wrote in one post, according to the screenshot shared by Deadline. And here's this beautiful young lady moved through the spirit to really say how she felt. Again, why is the serpent harmless dub? I do not advise you move like this, Israel. Don't be out here on your comic board, your Facebook posts, or anywhere they can link you, spitting out the truth, man. Don't make yourself a target for the heathens to come at you. Also, another picture of this beautiful young lady. Said what she said. Did she lie? No. But it's not wise to go there, man. When you at your job, smile. You gotta smile with the heathens, man. Smile, laugh, joke. In your mind, you know what's up. But play along, man. Play along, get along. You know what I mean? Don't be at your job cursing nobody out. Don't be on don't be on social media, posting truth scriptures and making it seem like, oh yeah, Esau the devil, and then you linking this all your information to your Instagram post, man, or your Facebook, putting a target on your back because you just gonna make yourself a target and make your life more difficult. It says John 16:2. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God's service. Right, man. So, it will come a time when they want to persecute the prophets, man. Whoever they can identify a prophet. Them guys that walk around the streets with, the fringes on and they are super duper Israelites and the Torah, they got the headband with the shield of David on them and the shield of David on their forehead, the wristband. They Israelite down. They super duper cursing everywhere they go. They even at the job, they can't turn it down. These guys make themselves a target. And then it's going to get to a point where people that kill you will feel like they do God's service, man. So the point is, man, is be discreet, man. This beautiful young lady. I don't know how old she is now. She's a gorgeous sister. Said what she said. Although she was, beautiful young woman. She's gorgeous. She said what she said. And it got her fired, man. Posted throughout all type of news sources. Don't be like her. It's just not wise, man. Your work life is your work life. Your social life is your social life. And then the truth is the truth, man. Every situation has its place and its priorities. You need to separate it. All right. So, you know, persecution is coming, but Akim and Aqua, be more wiser than this. Don't be posting stuff to your personal user accounts anywhere they can link you, man. You know, because people will try to get you hemmed up. So with that.